Hey guys, we're here at this job at Fullerton where we're going to do the ice maker line. I'll walk you through it, but on the way over, um, I drove over a bolt, I guess. I'll show you. Um, I heard thump, 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 so I pulled over to make sure everything was all right, and it is. This is what I've got. Now, I've got a repair kit. I can take that out myself. What I'll do is put like a block underneath the frame there. That way, if I can't work on it fast enough, and the tire goes low, I don't want my rim sitting on this anyway. I might put something under it, or I may not. But if there's a tire shop, I do have a kit for that. But if there is a tire shop nearby, I may take it over there and let them do it. I don't know how long that bolt is. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be leaking air, but I do have a plug kit and a compressor. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, we're going to get Vinny started, and then I'll go look for that tire shop. I'm sure there's one nearby. Okay, guys, Vinny found me a tire shop about 5 minutes away from here. That's good news. This is the vacancy we were at. Anyhow, what we're going to do is, what we wanted to do was run a water line inside the cabinet and then go through the back wall here. Over here, let me show you. Right here. And open up the wall, the drywall, and bury a pipe in there and then fix it and then go through there. But the owner, I gave him a drywall estimate of about $489 to fix the drywall with the paint and everything. And his painter gave him an estimate of $500 and something. And then he said, well, it's a closet. Why don't we just put the pipe on the outside of the wall? Right here. And then in. So come out and go in. So basically what we're going to do is that's what we're going to do. That'll save him about $500. Let's see here. So this is PEX right here underneath here on this angle stop. So what we were going to do is cut the PEX and put a T and hard pipe it in. But we decided not to, because the minute we bring that PEX out and they start packing shit in there, they could snap it. So what we're going to do is just take that water supply line off the angle stop, put an adapter, put the hose back on, put our 3/8 braided steel hose over here with a 1/2 inch FIP and put it on the end of our copper. The copper will have threads. And, you know, it's the same as these braided lines. It ain't going to hurt shit. We're going to come over here and run the pipe underneath these cabinets as far back as possible. But we don't want to have to drill through the framing here in the corner. We're going to take our stud finder and find out where the stud is, where there's no wood. And then we'll bring our pipe from the back wall this way and go through in between the studs right here to make it easy for us to get through and not possibly hit anything. Then Vinny will get this fridge out of the way and he'll open up a hole in the back for his ice maker caddy or the box, and he'll open another hole that will fit a access panel. That way in the future, if that angle stop goes bad or they want to replace it, they just open up the access panel and they can replace or repair the valve or whatever and then put the access panel back. So what he'll have to do there though is he'll cut the hole first, and then what he'll do is he'll try to we'll cut it to the right. That way we're close to the framing of the wall. That way he can send a pilot hole through and deal with it that way. So I'm going to get him started, guys, and once he gets started, I can head over to that place. I want to be there early before they open. That way I can be the first guy there and get this done. Okay guys, I'm gonna go get my tire fixed, but what he's gonna do is, we got this out so we could show you. He's gonna run his copper tubing on the bottom, but he's not even gonna worry about the copper tubing right now. He's just gonna, he took his stud finder and he went over here, and there's a stud here and a stud here. So he's gonna go down below and pop through the bottom. And Vinny, when you pop through the bottom over here, look, you don't go all the way to the bottom of that. We can put a 90 on the copper and bring it through. In other words, you're gonna find where your hole is. So when you go, don't put the hole right on this where we're gonna chew this up. Put your hole here, and then once we got that hole, we can run that pipe with a 90 that way over, and we'll just keep it off of this. So just make sure that your bit doesn't scrape this. So keep your hole high enough where it doesn't ruin that cabinet.
What if I get it low enough that I use a hole saw?
Yeah, I just don't want you tearing the bottom. Get it as low as you want. This is your job.
Okay.
Get it as low as you want. I get it, what you're saying. I'm just saying saying. Just don't mess the cabinet up. So he's going to pop through there, and then we're going to put an access panel over here, guys. Real low. Not where the bottom plate is, but about right here. And he's going to put a nice access panel, and make sure, Minnie, that you're over a little bit so you have good drywall in this corner. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too far over, and then your plate's going to be a mess. You know, about right here, somewhere there. Just make sure there's no stud right there. And then you'll go ahead, so just run your stud, and wherever the stud stops, which is about right here, just make sure, and then cut your panel a little bit, ½ inch over this way. And then once you got that, you measure, well, you'll know once you go there, you measure the height and come here, put your access panel, and then when you're all done and we got it plumbed through and everything's good, we can put another hole for your water. It's making sense, right? Okay, and I shouldn't be gone long, but that's enough to keep you busy. So, all right, then I'm going to head over there, Vinny, and you can get to work, and the guy's coming. I think Brandon might even be here, Vinny. Because they're delivering appliances, I think. Not sure. So, all right, good enough, guys. I'm going to go get that tire fixed. Okay, guys, I'm here. I should, nobody's here yet. It opens at 8. I'm a little early. I should make sure that my tire is in the right position for the guy. That way when he comes here, he'll say, oh, pull your tire up, see? He won't be able to see shit. Well, he can see shit right there. So, I can leave it right there. Anyway, it was only like 5 minutes away, 4 minutes away. So, I'm just going to sit here at the door in case somebody else comes up. I'm least first. Unless somebody has an appointment. But either way, I want to get back to help Vinny. So, this is the place. I don't know what the name is. Let's go look. This is the street. It's called American Tire Depot. Okay, cool. I feel like I'm in good hands here. Alright guys, I'm just gonna kick back and wait. Okay guys, he pulled up. He's driving that car over there. But I don't like to crowd him. I mean, it's not 8 o'clock yet, and I just stayed back and said hello to him. He knows I'm here. So anyway, with that being said, I don't want to rush. I mean, because they got to turn off their alarms. They got to do certain things. And I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I'm sure I'll just walk in there at about 8:02. He knows I'm here first, so that's all I care about. Hey guys, I'm finally here. Got here. He opened up the door for me early. He took all my information. He's going to get me all set up so I can get back to work and help Vinny. Vinny's over there by himself doing what he's got to do. Man, I love the smell of new tires, guys. Every time I walk into a tire store. And I use the American tire by my house. This is, you know, I've always gone to the one by my house. I've really never had an emergency like this. But anyway, he says I can videotape a little bit. So I'll stay out of the guy's way and just use the zoom when he gets here. He should be here soon. I'm not sure, guys, if they're going to patch it from the inside or if they're just going to plug it. I don't care. If they just plug it, then when I go for a tire rotation, I'll have the guy where I normally go to patch it from the inside. I like plugs for emergencies, but not for long term. So if he does plug it, I'm good enough. I can get back to the job and be done with it. And then when I go for a tire rotation, I'll mark that tire and tell them that there's a plug in there, and see if they'll patch it for me. I'm just going to take whatever they want to give me. I assumed that they were going to take the tire off. They wouldn't have pulled it that way, so, or had me pull it that way. I really thought it was going to be a patch. We'll see. If they're going to plug it, I could have done that myself. I carry a complete kit with a compressor on board for this kind of stuff, but there's always a chance that being that big that you go to plug in and it still leaks, and now you're on the side of the road. I mean, right now it's not leaking and this could go the whole day. I just don't like to drive it because this will start crushing in on the tread, and I'd rather not do that, so I don't like to drive it. I would think, since I'm so far away from home, I would probably try to, let's just say I hit it and I pulled over. As I knew I had hit it, I pulled over immediately. And if it had been leaking, I would have hooked my air compressor up on it and started it, and then I would have plugged it, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, he's gonna plug it. Let's get some video, guys. Oh, good, you got it. Beautiful. Beautiful. He wants me to move over. There it is, guys. Wow. All right, let's get this van over for him and we'll fill it up. Now, see, he's doing all my tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo them because I don't know what he put them at, but I put 80 in the back and 65 in the front. So looking real good. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Only thing that I didn't like was he didn't use his reamer. You know, I grew up on plugs. In fact, some of my dad's large trucks that he had, we would plug them and that was it. No patches. They last a lifetime. But I will have this one patched later on. But with that being said, the only thing I didn't like is, if you notice, he skipped the reamer, the part that cleans it out. I like that. I always used to ream ours and then put the plug. But hey, I'm fixed. I'm not going to bitch. It's free, you know. So when I go in for a tire rotation, I'll go ahead and get it fixed. Hey, thank you again, Fred. I appreciate it. Bye. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Okay, guys, back from the tire shop, and Vinny's got the hole. Boy, he got that nice and low. All right, let's go look on the other side, guys. Okay, guys, see, he came through here. So that's going to be our course now, to go over here. And, you know, I don't even care about putting all this in right now. I just needed to know where the hole was going to be. Now we'll go over here and work on this side.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm just coming out to make sure I'm parked in D, because D is a vacancy. I don't want to piss nobody off. So yeah, I'm in D. And I want to check my tires because he went around them, and I don't know that he knows what I was wanting. So, and not only that, I want to keep an eye, because he didn't spray that tire to see if it was leaking. He didn't take any soapy water and spray it. So, I don't know if she's leaking or not, but I will check it later. I'll find the spot when I can roll it back, and I'll put some soapy water on it. But I think it's all right. The only reason why I was worried is because that didn't have a sharp point. It didn't like open it up equally. When you got a flat spot, and it goes in that tire, it tears. So anyway, with that being said, I'll probably have it patched when I do a tire rotation. And there we go. There's the patch right there, I think. Let me look here, guys. By the way, one of my subscribers, Francisco, wanted to know about our light. And yes, Francisco, we all carry them. We carry them in our shirt right here, inside the shirt. But anyway, I just want to see if that is the patch or is that a rock. That's a rock. Okay, I'll find the patch and check it later. I'm just glad I don't have to drive thumping down the road, because that's not good either. So all right, I'll check on that later. But once the tires get cold, then I'll go ahead and go around them and fill them up properly. I'm sorry, Francis, I don't know if I got this one's all marked up, but it's an Olight, and it's the I5REOS right there. There's the number. Amazon's got them. I put a link there for you, but they're out of them, but they'll fill back up. You can also go to olight.com. Okay guys, he's got his thing ready to cut, and he's checking to make sure there's no stud. He already did that though. Go all the way to the wall. So see, there's no studs there. He's good. He's got a nice little hole there to work in, and he's far enough off the baseboard that his panel won't hit the baseboard. And then we'll end up putting our. Can you check above it and make sure it's empty for the ice box too? Because if it isn't, then we got to relocate. We got to make sure we can put that ice box. Now left and right. Yeah, we're good. I think. Do it down there where we're going to be right above it. Go a little slower. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that'll work out perfect because the ice box is smaller. All right, guys, he's going to cut that. He's going to be careful even though he doesn't think there's anything in there. Okay, guys, I got that's the rubber plug right here. See it right there? So let's just see if there's anything leaking. Looks good, guys. Yeah, looks real good. No worries there. That'll wear down. Okay, I'll just go around and fill the tires up properly and I'll be good to go. And it gives Vinny a chance to work on his own a little bit without me bothering him. Okay guys, this is why you have to be careful. And that's why I like to use that other one we have. It's called a, the one that picks up electrical.
The wallabout.
Wallabout, yeah. Because they would have picked up that electrical, but we're okay. He didn't come close to it. And that's why I didn't want to try drilling it from the other. Anyway, now that it's open, we're going to pick our ice maker box hole now that we see what's in there. And then we're going to figure out basically how high. Well, actually, what we're going to do now is measure that hole right there and then drill right through that wood all the way through and come out on the other end and hope we're pretty level. If we're not, it's not 100%, then we can just go ahead and somehow make it look good. Who knows how? Okay, so Vinny, measure, take that over there and then drill through there. And if you want to drill through with a little bit to make sure we don't hit nothing, that's good. But guess what, Vinny? We need to go see where the water shutoff is just in case we have an accident. Okay, guys, the water shutoff is right here. It's just right, so close. That you always want to know where that shutoff is, just in case something goes wrong. You don't have no water damage. You know, you can fix, if you hit something, you can fix it. But when you end up with a big leak, that's when you have an issue. Hey, Vinny, I'm going to go to apartment C and knock on their door and see about their clogged drain. Okay. We're going to go, yeah, the water shut off is over here. Okay, so it's right where the lockbox is. So we're good? Yeah, go ahead. We got a work order last night for unit C. They have a clogged bathroom sink, so I'm gonna just go look at it. I got my shit here if I need it. Okay guys, we're walking over to apartment C, but you know, I wanted to talk about these plugs. I grew up on plugs. I mean, all my dad's trucks that he had, we were always getting roofer's nails, this, that, and we plugged everything. A lot of times right on site. and never ever thought about putting a patch in a tire. They would go the whole life of the tire. But if you look at and read one of those, they say they are temporary, but every one that we used to put in my dad's trucks were nothing but plugs and no patching. But anyway, I still want to get it done, I guess. Okay, we're at this unit. It's in the other side of the building. Okay guys, they're not answering the door, so I sent them a text message to let us know when they're here that we would be here most of the time today. So anyway, just to show you, if you look right here, I do carry my kit right here, and I do carry one of Vinny's, and then of course the compressor right here. So always set up, always try to be ready. And it has its own compressor and chemicals. These are called what the hell they're called? They're called you can ride them you can ride them flat. But rather than do that, they give you a kit here. No spare tire. I'd rather have a spare tire, guys. Anyway, see this? This is the one that came with the unit. And then when I got my other van where it was a lemon and I took it back, I kept this one. I didn't keep it. I had it in the garage. But when I got this one, it came with it plus an extra. This has a compressor and chemical in the compressor. Basically, in this here, I don't know what's in this box. No idea what's in this box. You unlock it here, and I'll have to figure out what's in that box. It's a 2023 ProMaster, and I'm gonna try to figure it out later and see what's in this guy. Maybe it's a jack kit or something. I don't know. I mean, it says it doesn't come with tire or jack. Vinny's comes with a jack and a tire. But we'll have to see what that is later. Alright guys, I'm gonna get back upstairs and try not to bug Vinny. He's sick, by the way. He's got a bad cold or something. So anyway, I'm gonna see if these people text me and I'll come over and snake the drain. Okay guys, he's got his level. He's spot on. He's going over here. And he's going to use his paddle bit. The one with this called a stud eater or a nail eater or something. Okay, he's going to put his access panel before he pops through. So I think we're going to be good there. Just keep it off the wall, the corner a little bit. And then we'll do that, and then we'll figure out how we're going to get through there. Okay guys, he's got that nicely cut out. We'll figure out what we're going to do after he gets through it. Alright guys. Okay, you came through nice and center. Really good job, Vinny. Look at that. Real nice and center right between that 2x4. Great job. Okay, guys. This is what we're going to use. So, okay, guys. He's marking the middle of that panel. That way, his box will be in the middle. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, he marked his middle, and he marked his box. Hey guys, this microwave's here, it runs good. We were thinking maybe have one for a beater to take on jobs when we have big jobs. Throw it in the van. I'm going to see how it cleans up. See what it looks like. Okay guys, he's got everything nice and straight and cut. Now he's going to make his holes and do some work there to get that on. And we'll go from there. Alright, it's looking good. He's getting it slowly but surely. Okay guys, you saw the front. Now he's coming through here, and we decided we might use a shark bite because we're going to need that shark bite all the way against that wall, and I don't want to torch it with a flame. And I can't get a pro press. So if you can't do a pro press and you don't want to burn up the wood, use a shark bite. We have an access panel. It's not going to be enclosed. If there's ever some sort of problem, we open up the access panel and look at the shark bite. It's not like we're burying it, but I have no problems with shark bites at all. I mean, if you need it, I don't make it my norm. I'm either soldering or pro pressing. But when you get into a spot here, because I don't want to get a torch in there and try to solder that elbow in there and char all that wood up. I just don't want to do it when I can do this. What the fuck? Good job, Vinny. Alright guys, he pulled the pipe out. He measured it. He's going to cut it. He's going to put the shark bite on. And then run the pipe over here. I'll probably solder on. I don't know if I'll solder on that other one. I might if it's not too far away from the, I'm probably solder that one right there. Because it's kind of far away from the push-in shark. Because even that's a shark bite right there. So, we'll see. Okay, this is the apartment next to us. And they said the apartment upstairs is clogged too. I'm thinking maybe it's clogged because of this. So we're going to clear the bottom one first and then see if it takes care of the top one. I'm going to have to get all that out somehow. Because I would like to try to just go down the drain to clear it. If not, I want to be taking all that apart. So let me get some pictures here. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get a cup to bail that out. I'll probably just throw it in the toilet here. Okay guys, I got a cup. I'm going to get all that water out and pour it in here. Probably put it in here and into there. I don't have no way to hold the camera and do this, but you know what I'm doing here. Once I get it out, we'll see what goes next. Okay guys, I got the cap off right here. The stem is still in there. I was going to try to go through this one just to see if I could break it loose, and then once I break it loose I can take the stem out and go with this. But I'm just going to see what I can do without having to drain all that from the bottom. If I can stick that in there and break it loose, that'd be great. Can't hold the camera, but let me see. Maybe I can. Let me see if I can put this somewhere. Okay, guys, it's like way over there. Looks like it's gonna be hair, guys. See what happens with this one. Okay, we're just gonna have to get it out of there. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to bring it loose down here. And drain it down here and see what happens. Okay guys, it's draining down. I'm just going to go ahead now, since I've gone this far, and break it loose right here. And see if we can't snake it with something bigger. Okay guys, I got everything broken apart here. Bunch of chunky shit's coming out right here. We'll have to see what happens. We'll run a snake in there and see what gives. Can you give me a little cord, see what happens? Where's my towel? Oh, I see it. Go ahead. Just in case it breaks loose from upstairs, I'm going to put a towel on it. Take the machine back some a little bit. simple green later. Okay, let's just see what's gonna happen. Fuck. I'm not gonna worry about leaks right now. I'm just gonna snug it all up and see if we got it, and then I'll check for leaks. Just leave that under there and see what it does. Now I gotta call upstairs and see if her drain is drained. Alright guys, it looks like we got it. Screw that cap on. I'm gonna flush it after. I'm gonna tighten these up first. Make sure everything's not leaking. That one is already tight. I didn't touch that one. Okay, so everything's good. I'll wipe everything down and clean it. I guess I should fill the water up on top and make sure that when I flush it, it doesn't drain or drip rather. I'm going to fill it up. Give it a little wash here. See if you see any leaks there right now underneath.
No leaks.
Huh?
No leaks. Want to take my snake?
No, I'm going to handle all that. I might need it again. I'm just going to carry it all myself over to the thing, so I appreciate your help. Okay, guys, the only thing, I got to get some cleanser or something. Maybe they have something here. My shit didn't take that off, but anyway, I got everything cleaned up here, and I've been running the water for a while. And it cleared the one upstairs. She called me and said that her sink, which is right above, cleared. So we're all good there, and she's going to clean it up. There's nothing dripping. Everything's looking good. I cleaned the floor up. I just gotta give some a little bit more harsher for that. Alright guys, he's over here getting things soldered, looking good. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna go put air in my tires. I haven't ran it yet. It says it's 80.3, so that's good enough for me. Because that's what I feel at right there. So I'll go check the other side. I'll put the cap on here. Let's go check the other side. Okay, that's 80.3. That's perfect. Let's try this one. $80.5, good enough for me. It's just a little bit different, so I don't care. Let's see. There's a little thing that you could let air out, but I usually do it with my hand gauge. But this is like 80.3. The other one's 80.5, so I'm good with that. Let's see here. Okay guys, this one was 80.5, good enough. This should be 65. So let's see what we get here. It says 65.3. We're good. Make sure I didn't lose too much there. 65.0, good enough. The next time I wash this is when I check it again. I check it at least once a month. Now let's go over to this guy. The one that they did the work on. $67, that's a little high. $65.5. $65.2. That's good enough. Alright guys, everything is good to go. Put everything away. Okay guys, Vinny did a good job on these three, but he says this one here isn't wicking around. Might have been not enough flux and a little bit too much heat. I'm going to try it real quick. He's going to hold that. Where's everything?
Over there.
No, the solder's over here.
Oh.
Yeah. Guys, I always like to put a little flux for good luck on this. Okay guys, let's see if we can get that handled. There we go. Okay. We'll let that set a second.
Brush it or no?
No, no need. I mean, we could if you want. Just to get that booger off if you want. There. Just for good luck. That ain't that wicked around. I think what happened with Vinny was he had just a little bit too much heat and not enough flux. Let me get a towel to clean that way. Clean all that up. He did good. He never solders. This is the in fact, I was snaking a drain when he was soldering that, because he knew if I was here I'd probably do it, and he wanted to take over and learn, and this is a way to learn. So, and his solder joints look just as good as mine. Look at that. And before I put this one in, I was able to look in and look at this one that he did, and you could see the solder all the way up on the top of the pipe. Did a good job, Vinny. Now, do you kind of see what might have happened? Because only you know how much you put. You know what I mean? Yeah. How much.
That's weird. Look at the time. I've never seen it like that.
Alright, guys. Let's see what he's got here. So, he's got that in there. Hey, Vinny, you want me to solder that one elbow? I'll probably solder that one elbow for him. Okay, so he's getting everything there. Everything's looking good. He's doing a damn good job. He's never done this shit. He's been working for the union 7 years. Plumbing. He can bend some good conduit, guys. He did all the Star Wars at Disneyland here in Anaheim. That new ride, that Star Wars ride. He did all the conduit bending, him and about 6 guys. And all they did was bend conduit. The pictures that he sent me, it was a work of art. Work of fucking art. If I can get some pictures of that, I'll post them one day. But the kid knows how to bend conduit. And the big shit too. He uses a hand one and he uses the hydraulic one, depending on how big the conduit is. Guys, when I solder a pipe like that, and I'm afraid the elbow might drop, I heat up the pipe first. On the top, I heat this up first. That way it swells up a little bit, and then it won't come off the elbow. But it shouldn't come off the elbow because he's got everything, straightening things up over here. Okay, buddy. Can I tell?
No.
It's alright, I'll go get mine. I got one. Okay, guys, it's all wicked around there nicely. Same here, wicked all the way around. A little snot on the bottom. I'm gonna clean that shit off a little bit better. That black right there. I'll get another. I can't do it with one hand because I'll knock this box. This box isn't secured yet, but I'll clean all that up. That way it doesn't turn green. Okay, guys, it's clean, spotless. Everything's off of it. That way it don't turn green so fast. Okay, guys, he's got his box screwed in nice and tight. The lid is right here. beautiful, nice and straight. Look at that. Really good. Alright, I'm going to take it off and then we'll put it all on when we put that. Okay guys, this is a shark bite, I guess you call it. And then we soldered. And then we soldered over here as well. But we did use one shark bite. Soldered all this. But we used one shark bite 190 because we didn't want to put a flame in there. And turn it all black. And, you know, we just didn't want to try risking it. You know, because you put a flame in there and if it doesn't solder right and you're fucking with it for 2 more hours, I mean, let's face it, 2 seconds that thing's on. And I don't have to worry about, and it's not worth burying it. We got a plate here. We're gonna have a plate there. And so everything got soldered except for one shark bite there. And then he's going over there with it. And then we're gonna use Pro Press in the cabinet because we don't wanna, I mean, it takes so much time to solder in those cabinets. When you're soldering in these cabinets, you have to do so much prep. So we're just gonna Pro Press. He's got the regular jaws or the compacts if he wants, but it would be a lot better than trying to keep that cabinet clean with no burns and solder dripping all over the fucking place. So we're gonna move forward with Pro Press now. So shark bite at the box, that's the way it comes with a shark bite. If it's a shark bite, it's just a press fit. Then mostly solder till we get to the 90. And then solder the rest of the way and Pro Press. Okay guys, we're going to solder this before we put it in the wall here. Hand me the solder tank. And you put plenty of flex on it. Okay, dip your shit in here for good luck. Okay, yeah. I always dip this in for good luck, guys. Now guys, this carpeting is going. It's going in the trash. This is all getting new carpeting. And anything you see me splatter on here, we're going to paint this pipe. So we'll paint that as well. And then the other. Just push it in there, guys. Let it push in and wrap it around. That's good enough. Okay, do you have a
the brush in there?
Yeah, brush, please. Thank you. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, we're all good, guys. All right, I'm gonna get a paper towel and clean that, and we'll put it in the wall. Like that, we'll wipe that, then we'll paint all this, guys. Look at that, all good to go. Look at that, put it like that, and we're all good. That's it, okay, good job, Vinny. Okay guys, Vinny's going to Pro Press his fittings there. And I won't bore you with that. I'll let him finish that up. And we'll go from there. Then he can push it to the wall. Our dilemma was whether we wanted to solder it or not solder it and Pro Press it. We can't get it 100% to the wall. Because we have to put it in pieces. There's no way to get, you know, a one large piece in there. One big piece. Anyway, he's getting it in. He's got his coupling. It's about that far away from the wall or so. Anyway, it's looking good. It is what it is. They should have gave me warning. I could have come in here, or I could have been here right when they were putting the cabinets in, and I probably could have done a better job. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay guys, Vinny said, well, how could we have done a better job? And it's simple. If we would have been here when they were putting the cabinets in, we could have had them put all these cabinets in to right here. Then we could have drilled our holes all the way to the wall. And then we wouldn't have this in the way or this in the way. So basically, if we were here when they were doing the cabinets, they could have put all these cabinets in, and then we could have drilled the holes to the wall. Then we could have came, because we didn't have this or this, we could have came with one long piece of copper, one 10-footer. Look, Vinny, you asked the question how it could be better. Now I'm telling you. We could have had all our holes, right? By the way, he's not feeling good today. He's sick. Anyway, we'd have all our holes, and we'd take one 10-foot piece of copper and run the whole fucking thing all the way in against the wall. One whole piece like that. We could have ran it in. All we needed was to be here when they were doing it without this in the way and this. Just put those in, drill our holes, get one long piece of copper, and just shove it right through. Perfect job. But because they called us after, we're putting this in pieces. Look, guys. Fucking pieces. Okay, guys, a little dip for good luck. I wonder if I could put some of that piece of laid down. I'm not going to brush it. It's fine. Let it cool off. All the way around? Mm-hmm. Even over here I did. Yeah, even here looks good. Yeah. Go around it. Take a look. Okay. That's good enough for me. Let it cool. And we'll pro press it into that. Okay, he's cleaning it up. I'll pro press that baby in there. That's it. Yeah, it's clean. Look. Yeah. That'll work for us, buddy. Hope you don't get me sick, Benny. I'm an old man. I don't heal as good. That's what it is, right, guys? Okay, everything. Did you pro press the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all good there.
All done.
See, guys, we're going to put our 30-inch hose right here to the angle stop. So, that way, because that's all PEX under there. I don't want to be cutting that PEX. Okay, this is what we're going to do, guys, like this. We're going to put it in a slight angle instead of straight up. I'm going to put it in a straight angle so the hose runs along the back of the wall. It'll go like that against the wall over to the angle stop right over here. So, I'm just going to go ahead and press it. Yeah, I didn't want to solder in this cabinet, guys. I gotta, and I didn't want to bring that out and put a T in there or anything like that, or a double-headed PEX angle stop. We'll just put an adapter on it and be done with it. Okay, guys, we're just gonna take this and put it on the angle stop and put the faucet on top, and this guy over here going to the copper. This hose right here going right over to the copper pipe. It's flexible. I can get it through the wall. Saves a lot of time trying to pro press all those fucking elbows and shit, and we can just run this. Alright, guys. Okay. Yeah, I want to put that one behind the wall, behind the other hoses, Vinny.
Yeah, looks like this.
Yeah, underneath it, yeah. Underneath that one. Not like that. Yeah, get behind all this stuff. Yeah. That's it. Now, go ahead and put your other hose on top. Huh?
Crescent wrench.
Yeah. Here, you want your pliers?
Yeah.
There you go. But you got to back it up when you hold your hose too. Back up your angle stop and your hose. Don't let it twist. Don't let it twist. Okay, now tighten up the top hose. I tightened up the other one already. Tighten up the top one for the faucet. Back it all up. You can get it tight and then you can twist it with your hand because they still move. Now do the top one again, or is the top one done? Okay, good enough. Now go ahead and turn it on. Let me make sure it's off over here. Go ahead and turn it on slow.
Is it on? Off?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, I have the connector on this end first.
Oh.
You're trying to get me.
No, I didn't do that on purpose. Okay. That was an accident. I was trying to turn it on, it wasn't connected on the other end. We'll see what happens, guys. Okay, we're going to turn it on, guys, but just so you can see what we got. Let me zoom in. We got that going over to there, behind all those hoses. It makes it easy. Alright, go ahead and turn it on slow.
Want to check my solder points?
Yeah. I'll go over here, check. You probably got to drain all the air out of the line too. Everything's good here, guys. Fucking thing. Almost hit my head here, caught my hat. Alright, guys. Nothing wet there. Turn it on. Okay, well, let's drain the line and get the air out of it. Then we'll check again. What we'll do, guys, is we won't leave it on tonight. We'll wait till the next time we're here, then we'll turn it on. That way it'll be on the whole day and we can check for, leaks, further leaks. You know what I mean? I don't want to turn it on and say, oh, it's not leaking, then we go home and then a leak breaks out. I want to be here at least, 4, 5, 6 hours. So we'll be back here, I think, on Wednesday or something, once the materials come in. They're all been ordered. But once the materials have come in, then we'll be here all day and we'll go ahead and turn it on. And Vinny's going to clamp them right now. So just clamp it down with some things here. I'm going to bleed that line right here and make sure everything's good. Yeah, that way we'll blow all the fucking air out of it. Do we have a pair of pliers? We can run that plate on there through there, and then we'll leave this hooked up too.
And you can open it, Dad.
Yeah. Okay, take it over there this sink.
Oh, okay.
Get the loop out of it, please. Ready?
Okay.
Put it in the garbage. Getting all the air out. Okay, that's good, right? Solid here. Okay, can I have a rag? I'm gonna take it out until the counter rack. I'll put that in the carpet and drain it on there. I'm gonna put my finger over this shit like that. Okay, let me go take this out. Just take it to the carpet, it doesn't matter. Carpet will suck it up. And the phone. Just get that out of there, guys. Okay. We'll put this away. Because if I leave it, I don't know. I just want to put it in the van. It'll be there when we need it. When the fridge comes. Okay, so this can go in here. Alright guys, we're going to clean up. Vinny's going to put some of these clamps on right now. And then we'll put the wall clamps on when we get the plastic ones. Okay? We want to use plastic ones for the wall. What I do want to do is I do want to check for leaks. We'll shut this off before we leave tonight. We'll shut that angle stop off. That way we're safe. And then when we're here next time, we're here for a full day. We'll turn it on, watch it, and if it's good, we'll leave it on.
Alright, I'm gonna do the clamps.
Okay, do the clamps, and I'll just wipe. No, you did a good job. I saw them. They were good. Alright guys, look, it's all in. We checked for leaks on the inside. We put our access panel there. That way that shark bite isn't, it's a closet, who cares? We're going to buy the plastic instead of the copper ones. We're going to buy the plastic straps and put them all over there. We'll putty in over there around that 90. We'll put some smooth set and then we'll paint it. That should look good. Dry, good. Okay, and then over here, guys. Hey, Vinny, can you put that all up on the shelf for us? Over here, guys. We're going to put some caulking on that and put it on. We'll do that right now, and then we'll cover the access panel and vacuum up. And then over here, everything's looking good there. Look at that. We had to go a little ways away from the wall. He's got clamps on him. We got the copper clamps away from the wall because we couldn't pro press or solder, so we just went away from the wall. Fuck it. If they would have done their job and called us ahead of time, we could have been here when they were putting these cabinets in. We would have had them put these cabinets in. We would have drilled our holes. We would have had this out, and this would have been out. We would have slung one big long copper piece all the way to the wall so we don't have any kind of soldering going on. We had to solder this in pieces because how are you going to get it in? So we could have went one long fucking piece all the way over. And no problem at all. Hey, Vinny, we need some caulking on that and put the plate and put the access. Hey guys, we're all done over there. The only thing that's left is Vinny's going to be over there doing all the outlets and stuff on Wednesday. So the only thing we have to do is put those clamps inside the closet and paint the copper white. The rest of it's done completely. We put some caulking on the cover for the where it goes around the angle stop valve, you know, the pocket, anyway, the above the access hole, you know, where we put caulking around the sleeve that goes onto the valve cover. That way it doesn't fall off. It snaps in, but I don't like it. It's kind of loose. So we put a little caulking on it and put it in. And everything works good. So the only thing we got left is put some strapping on the copper in the closet and paint it white. And everything else is done. I would have much rather had put it in the wall, but they did save quite a bit of money. I was cheaper than the painter. The painter wanted more money for the drywall. But anyway, they did save themselves about $500 doing it this way. And we still got a lot of work over there. The guys are coming back for the countertop to core the countertops for the bathrooms, and then we'll put the faucets. We got appliances to install. We got to put a microwave above the cooktop, or the stove rather. Once it gets there, we got to run the ducting for it. They want us to move one of the bathroom lights more to the center, so we're going to rip that box out, move it, drywall it. So there's a lot of work to be done there still. Plus I got all my other jobs. Tomorrow Vinny's going to go by himself tomorrow, and me and Alicia are going to go to a couple jobs of our own. And then Wednesday Vinny's going to go there again for all the electrical. And at that point me and Alicia will be at our own job. We're going to start splitting up. That way we get more work done, especially when the work is piling up on us. Alright guys, well I'll post this video, and then when Vinny's over there Wednesday clamping that pipe and doing his stuff, I'll ask him to get some video of his stuff, and me and Alicia will get some video of our stuff, hopefully. Alright guys, talk to you later.